Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope all of you are safe and fit at home, studying well and completing your work on time. This video is for the students of class 6th, subject English, and in today's video we are going to cover one chapter of our PC Wren's grammar book. This is our chapter number 17 and the name of the chapter is Direct and Indirect Speech. This is my lecture number 2 for the same chapter. This chapter is taken from PC Wren's grammar book. Topics to be covered in today's lecture are: first of all, we will recapitulate the meaning of narration. After then, we will recapitulate the meaning of direct and indirect speech. Then, we will recapitulate the difference between reporting verb and reported speech. After then, rules to change direct into indirect speech will be explained along with examples. Then conversion of sentences means in this how to convert assertive, interrogative, exclamatory or imperative sentences from direct to indirect speech will be explained along with rules and examples. At last, homework will be assigned. A question arises: what do you mean by narration? The meaning of narration is an act of reporting the words of speaker. Reporting means representing. Narration is an act of representing the words of speaker. Means how you are representing the way of person has spoken. So, there are two ways of reporting the words of speaker. Number 1, direct speech. Number 2, indirect speech. So let us look into each of them in detail. What is a direct speech? The answer of the question is the exact words used by the speaker are reproduced, means are presented. The speaker is also mentioned. The direct speech is always enclosed within inverted commas. The first word of the direct speech begins with a capital letter. Now let us see what is indirect speech. The answer of the question is actual words of the speaker are transformed. They are said or written in a simple language. No inverted commas are used. No comma is used to separate the reported speech from the rest of the sentence. Or in simple way, we can say that the actual words of the speaker have not been reported, but only the substance of his words has been given. This way of representing or reporting is called indirect speech or indirect narration. For example, Raima said, comma, inverted commas start, I am very busy now. Full stop, inverted commas close. So, students, here Raima said. So, said is here reporting verb. And what do you mean by reporting verb? Reporting verb means the verb that introduces the reported speech is called reporting verb. And here, I am very busy now is reported speech. And what do you mean by reported speech? The exact words of speaker which are put within inverted commas or quotation marks are called reported speech. So this is the difference between reporting verb and reported speech. Before we begin to understand the conversion, there are certain things that you should very well know, that there are three important concepts that must be understood properly. First one is what is a subject and an object in the sentence. Second is what is first person, second person and third person. Third is what is tense. Dear students, we have already discussed about all of them in detail in our previous video. Forms of sentences means for changing the speech or narration from direct to indirect, it is necessary to find out whether the actual speech is declarative or assertive, interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. For this, there are certain rules. So let's see what are the rules. Conversion of assertive sentences into indirect speech means how to convert assertive sentences from direct to indirect speech. Students, I have already explained you all the rules for this. So, let's recapitulate all the rules. Rule number 1. The reporting verb set is changed into told if it is followed by an object. Rule number 2. If the reporting verb is not followed by an object, it is not changed. It will remain same. Rule number 3. If there is to with say or says etc., then say to changes into tell, says to changes into tells and said to changes into told. Rule number 4 is inverted commas are removed. Rule number 5 is the comma between the reporting verb and reported speech is replaced by the conjunction that. Rule number 6 is tenses, pronouns and words denoting nearness are changed according to the rules already stated. Rule number 7 is don't use the preposition to after tell or told. So let us see few examples to change assertive sentence from direct into indirect speech. Sentence number 1 is she said to her mother, comma, inverted commas, start, it is no longer safe to live here, full stop, inverted commas, close. So when we will convert the same sentence into indirect speech, so the sentence will be she told her mother that it was no longer safe to live there. Number 2 is the old man says, comma, inverted commas, start, I need some money, full stop, inverted commas, close. So when we will change the same sentence into indirect speech, so the sentence will be the old man says that he needs some money. Number third sentence is the crow will say, comma, inverted commas, start, I cannot sing so well, full stop, inverted commas, close. So when we will change the same sentences into indirect speech, so the sentence will be the crow will say that he cannot sing so well. Sentence number 4 is I said to him, comma, inverted commas, start, if you run, comma, you can catch this bus, full stop, inverted commas, close. So when we'll convert the same sentence into indirect speech, so the sentence will be I told him that if he ran, comma, he could catch that bus. So dear students, what are the changes that you can identify in these sentences? Number 1 is change of reported verb as per rule. Number 2, change of tense. Number 3, change of pronoun. Number 4, removal of inverted commas. Number 5, the conjunction that is used in place of inverted commas. So these are certain changes that you can see while converting assertive sentence from direct to indirect speech. So all the rules are already explained in our previous video. What is an interrogative sentence? The answer of this question is an interrogative sentence asks a question. It is punctuated at the end with an question mark. So now let us see how many kinds of or types of questions are there. Number 1, direct question. This type of question begins with a question word or WH words in English. Which are these words? So these are like when, who, why, where, how, so on. Number 2 is yes or no questions. This type of question normally begins with helping verb followed by a subject. These words are like is, am, are, was, were, has, had, do, did, does, etc. These questions are designed to answer simply with either a yes or a no. So there are basically two types of questions: direct questions and yes or no questions, or yes or no type questions. So now let us see how to convert an interrogative sentence from direct to indirect speech. For that there are 7 steps. Number 1, identify. In this you have to identify what is subject, an object and reporting verb in the sentence. Number 2 is change of reporting verb. Said or said to converts to asked. Says or says to converts to asks. Say or say to converts to ask. Number 3 is replacement of inverted commas. In case of a direct question, we will replace inverted commas directly with the question word. We don't want or need any additional conjunction here. In case of yes or no type of question, we will replace inverted commas with either if or whether. Number 4th is change of pronouns. Number 5th is change of tense. Number 6th is change of adverb denoting place and time. Number 7th is convert question into statement. Means when we are changing an interrogative sentence from direct to indirect speech, what we have to do, we have to change question statement into assertive statement. Means remember one thing, that you have to replace question mark into full stop. So now let us see an example to clarify all 7 steps. Sentence is she said to me, comma, inverted commas, start, what are you doing now, question mark, inverted commas, close. So this is direct speech. Fine. So let's see first step, identify. So in this we have to identify subject, object and reporting verb. So subject is here she, object is here me and reporting verb is here said. Fine. So as per rule, if reporting verb is in past tense, then whatever the changes are there in tenses that I have explained you in our previous video. Number 2 is change of reporting verb. Fine. So said converts to asked. Number 3rd is replacement of inverted commas. So as you can see that if in a case of direct question, as you can see that it is beginning with WH family, so direct question is there, so we will replace inverted commas directly with the question word. We don't want or we don't need any additional conjunction here. So she asked me what. Fine. Number 4th is change of pronoun. So as you can see that in reported speech, second person you is there. So as per rule, second person changes according to the object of the reporting verb. So here me is object and it is first person. So you changes into I. Now fifth is change of tense. So are you doing? So here are plus first form of the verb plus ing. It means that it is present continuous tense. So according to rule, present continuous tense converts into past continuous tense. So are doing converted into was doing. Now next is your change of adverb denoting place and time. So here now will change into then. Next is your convert question into statement, means you have to convert question sentence into declarative or assertive sentence, means into simple sentence you have to convert. Remember one thing, means you have to replace question mark into full stop when you will convert an interrogative sentence from direct to indirect speech. So first of all, see what was I doing, then question mark. But as this is a question sentence, but when you will convert into statement sentence, so the sentence will be what I was doing then. So remember one thing, we have replaced verb, position of verb we have replaced when we will convert question into statement, and at last instead of question mark we have put here full stop. So the final result will be she asked me what I was doing, then full stop. So like this you have to convert an interrogative sentence into, means interrogative sentence from direct into indirect speech. So now let us see all the rules in detail. Conversion of interrogative sentences into indirect speech. Rule number 1 is reporting verbs say, says, said, etc. change into ask, asks or asked respectively. We don't use to after ask, asks or asked. Rule number 2 is, means apart from these reporting verbs say, said, etc. also change into enquire or inquire and inquired or inquired. But the words inquire or inquired are always followed by of plus object. It will change according to sense of the sentence. Rule number 3 is the comma used after the reporting verb and the inverted commas used in reported speech are removed in direct speech. Rule number 4 is the conjunction if or whether is used before the reported speech in the indirect speech if the reported speech starts with the helping verb, that is, am, are, was, were, will, shall, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, may, etc. Rule number 5 is the conjunction if or whether or any other conjunction is not used before the reported speech in the indirect speech if the reported speech starts with a question word, that is what, who, when, where, why, how, etc. Rule number 6 is the interrogative sentence changes into assertive, that is called declarative or simple sentence, and the mark of interrogation is removed into full stop in the indirect speech. Rule number 7 is pronouns, tenses and the words showing nearness etc. are changed according to the rules as explained in our previous video. or you can say earlier. So now let us see few examples to see how to change interrogative sentences from direct to indirect speech. So the first sentence is, the manager said to him, comma, inverted commas, start, do you want to open an account, question mark, inverted commas, close. So in interrogative sentences, what we are doing, we are changing reporting verb from say, said to ask or asked as per the sense. Fine. And we don't use to after ask, asks or asked. Now according to rule number 4, the conjunction if or whether is used before the reported speech in the indirect speech if the reported speech starts with helping verb. As you can say, it is starting with helping verb do. So what we will do, we will write down if or whether as per sense of the sentence. So when we will change the same sentence into indirect speech, so the sentence will be, the manager asked him if he wanted to open an account. So now let us see another example. I said to Anil, comma, inverted commas, start, where do you live, question mark, inverted commas, close. So dear student, as you can see that reported speech, it is beginning with question sentence, question word. So now what we will do, we will remove inverted commas and we will use the same question word instead of any other conjunction. So whenever we want to know about something, so what we are doing, we are inquiring about that person. So according to sense of the sentence, apart from ask, asks or asked, what we can do, we can write down inquire or inquire or inquired or inquired also. And keep one thing in your mind, that inquire or inquired are always followed by of plus object. So the sentence will be, I inquired of Anil where he lived. Let us see another example. Mohan said to me, comma, inverted commas, start, can you help me, question mark, inverted commas, close. So the sentence will be, Mohan asked me if I could help him. Now let us see fourth example. The policeman said to the man, comma, inverted commas, start, where are you going, question mark, inverted commas, close. So when we will change the same sentence into indirect speech, so the final result will be, the policeman inquired of the man where he was going, full stop. So now let us see conversion of imperative sentence from direct to indirect speech. We have already learned the conversion when sentences are in assertive or interrogative form. So before that, first of all, let us see what is an imperative sentence. A sentence that gives a command, an advice, a request, a suggestion, or an order is called an imperative sentence. So let us see some examples of imperative sentence. Be kind to animals. This is an advice. Number 2, close the door. This is command. Number 3, please join me for dinner tonight. This is request. So these are few examples of imperative sentence. Now let us understand the steps to convert a speech from direct to indirect speech in case of an imperative sentence. Number 1, identify. In case of identification, we need to identify subject, object, reporting verb, pronoun in reported speech, time denoting words if any. Number 2 is change of reporting verb. So change of reporting verb will change as per the work follow. Said or said to converts into requested, order, commanded, forbid, advised, suggested according to the sense or meaning of the sentence. Number 3, replacement of inverted commas with conjunction to. Number 4, change of tenses. Number 5, change of pronouns. First person will change according to subject of the reporting verb. Second person will change according to an object of the reporting verb, and third person will remain as it is. Last is change of adverb denoting place and time. Most of the important tip for you is the most of the time structure of indirect speech for imperative sentence is like this: subject plus reporting verb plus object plus to plus first form of the verb, that is main verb, plus remaining part in the reported speech. Remember one thing: to change the pronoun and time denoting words in reported speech. And also remember, you can use not to when the reported speech is in negative form, or forbid also in case of reporting verb. If you remember this structure, you won't find any difficulty to convert an imperative sentence from direct to indirect speech. So now let us see all the rules how to convert an imperative sentence from direct to indirect speech, or we can say conversion of imperative sentences into indirect speech. Rule number 1 is reporting verb say, said or said to is changed according to the sense as follows. Number 1, for advise, said to is changed to advised. Number 2, for refusal or not advised, said to is changed to advised, not or forbid, or we can say not to if negative sense is there. For request, said to is changed to requested. For order, said to is changed to ordered. For command, said to is changed to commanded. For simple saying, said to is changed to asked or told. Rule number 2 is the verb in reported speech is changed to infinitive by putting to before the given verb. Rule number 3 is the comma between the reporting verb and reported speech is removed. Rule number 4 is inverted commas are removed. Rule number 5 is pronouns, tenses and the words showing nearness etc. are changed according to the rules as explained earlier. Rule number 6 is if the sense of the sentence beginning with let is permission, then let is changed into let or subject plus might be allowed to. Rule number 7 is if the sense of the sentence beginning with let is suggestion or proposal, then the reporting verb said to is changed to suggested to plus object, and let is changed into should and is written after the subject. Rule number 8 is if the sense of the sentence beginning with let us is suggestion or proposal, then us in the reported speech is changed as follow. Number 1, if the subject or object of the reporting verb is a first person pronoun, then the word us is changed into we. If the subject or object of the reporting verb is a second person pronoun, then the word us is changed into you. In all other cases, the word us is changed into they. So now let us see some examples to clarify how to change imperative sentences from direct to indirect speech. First one is, I said to Anil, comma, inverted commas, start, look at the map, full stop, inverted commas, close. So as I have already explained you the structure when we will change imperative sentence into indirect speech. So the structure will be subject plus reporting verb plus object plus to plus first form of the verb plus rest of the reported speech. So here the final result is, I told Anil to look at the map. Fine. So here I is subject, reporting verb is told, object is Anil, then removal of inverted commas. Instead of inverted commas we have used here conjunction to, and then first form of the verb is used, that is look, and rest of the reported speech, that is at the map, and at last full stop. So this is the structure when we will convert an imperative sentence from direct to indirect speech. So just remember this structure. Now let us see another example. The mother said to Leela, comma, inverted commas, start, don't waste your time, full stop, inverted commas, close. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, the sentence will be, the mother advised Leela not to waste her time. Or we can write down like this also, the mother forbade Leela to waste her time. If we are writing forbade, then no need to write down not to. If we are writing not to, then no need to write down forbade, because the meaning is not to. Fine, means if you are getting negative sense in the sentence, then you have to use not to or forbid. Number third sentence is, Mohan said to Harish, listen to what I say. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, the result will be, Mohan asked Harish to listen to what he said, or Mohan requested Harish to listen what he said. Number fourth is, the beggar asked to the traveler, comma, inverted commas, start, give me some money, comma, please, full stop, inverted commas, close. If you are getting please, kindly in the sentence, then you have to remove it. No need to use in the indirect speech. So the final result will be, the beggar requested the traveler to give him some money. So dear students, you have to change reporting verb as per the sense of the sentence. So now let us see more examples to clarify it. Number fifth is, comma, inverted commas, start, go and get 2 tickets of the match, comma, inverted commas, close, said I to Mohan, full stop. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, the result will be, I told Mohan to go and get 2 tickets of the match. Number 6 is, the king said his men, comma, inverted commas, start, take his chains away, full stop, inverted commas, close. So the result will be, the king ordered his men to take his chains away. Number 7th is, Meena said to her mother, comma, inverted commas, start, please let me go out and play, full stop, inverted commas, close. So dear student, as per rule number 6, if the sense of the sentence beginning with let is permission, then let is changed into to let, or subject plus might be allowed to. So the result will be, Meena requested her mother to let her go out and play. Or we can write down, Meena requested her mother that she might be allowed to go out and play. So now let us see more examples to clarify imperative sentences. Inverted commas start, let us cross the stream, comma, inverted commas, close, said Mohan to the boys. So as per rule number 7 and 8, if the sense of the sentence beginning with let is suggestion, means if your sentence is beginning with let and it is a suggestion, then the reporting verb said to is changed to suggested to plus object, and let is changed into should and is written after the subject. If the sense of the sentence beginning with let us, means if your sentence is beginning with let us and it is a suggestion, then us in the reported speech is changed as follow. I have explained you in previous slides. So in all the other cases, means if third person is there, the word us is changed into they. So let us see the final result of the sentence when we will convert it into indirect speech. The sentence will be, Mohan suggested to the boys that they should cross that stream. Now ninth sentence is, he shouted, comma, inverted commas, start, let me go, full stop, inverted commas, close. So according to rule number 6, if the sense of the sentence beginning with let is permission, means if your sentence is beginning with let and it is a permission, then let is changed into to let, or subject plus might be allowed to. So let us see the final result of the same sentence when we will convert it into indirect speech. He shouted to them to let him go. Now note one thing, in case of imperative sentences, if there is no object in direct speech, then we need to add an object as per the meaning and sense of the sentence. This is compulsory. Now let us see what is an exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses some sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, wonder or anger is called an exclamatory sentence. So there are two ways to express our feeling. One is strong emotions. Strong emotions can be only a word, that is called interjection. For example, hooray, alas, oh, etc. Another one is feelings. Feelings means an entire sentence is in exclamatory sense. For example, what a place it is. So now let us see steps how to change an exclamatory sentence from direct to indirect speech, or conversion of exclamatory sentences into indirect speech. Rule number 1 is, in optative sentence, the reporting verb say or said to is changed to wished or prayed. Don't use to after wished or prayed. Number 2 rule is, in exclamatory sentences, the reporting verb say or said is changed according to the sense. Rule number 3 is, the comma between the reporting verb and reported speech is removed. Rule number 4 is, pronouns, tenses and the words showing nearness, etc. are changed according to the rules as explained earlier. Rule number 5 is, inverted commas are removed. Rule number 6 is, in exclamatory sentences, the interjections used, example, alas, hooray, bravo, hi, etc. are also removed. Rule number 7 is, the conjunction that is used after removing comma, inverted commas used before the reported speech. Rule number 8 is, the optative sentences or the exclamatory sentences changed or change into assertive sentences, and the mark of exclamation is also removed in the indirect speech. Students, when the exclamatory sentence is created by using an exclamatory word, only then we need to check the word or change it as per the feelings of the words we replaced, said or said to in the indirect speech. Fine. So, if the words in reported speech are wow, hooray, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with joy. If the words in reported speech are what, good God, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with surprise. If the words in reported speech are well done, here, then said or said to gets converted into claimed with applause. If the word in reported speech is bravo, then said or said to gets converted into applauded plus object plus saying, means the structure of the sentence will be like this: applauded plus object plus saying. If the word in reported speech is sorry, fine, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with regret. So, if the words in reported speech are po, nonsense, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with contempt. If the word in reported speech is oh, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with surprise or sorrow. If the word in reported speech is how, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with surprise or regret. If the word in reported speech is alas, then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with sorrow or grief. If the word in reported speech is then said or said to gets converted into exclaimed with sorrow, grief or joy. Students, you have to keep three important rules in your mind in the case if the whole sentence is in exclamatory form. So, if the sentence structure of the reported speech is how or what plus a or an plus adjective, then it gets converted into a or an plus very plus adjective. For example, what a lovely garden! Exclamation sign. So the result will be a very lovely garden. If the sentence structure of reported speech is how or what plus a or an plus noun, then it gets converted into a or an plus great plus good plus noun. For example, what a place! Exclamation sign. Then the result will be a great place. If there is no subject or verb, means if subject plus verb is not provided, then you have to write down it was. For example, what an opportunity! Exclamation sign. So the sentence will be it was a great opportunity. Keep one thing in your mind, you have to remove exclamation sign, and when you will convert it into indirect speech, you have to put full stop or period at the end of the sentence. Students, now let us see few examples to know how to convert exclamatory sentences from direct to indirect speech. So, let us see sentence number 1. The woman said, comma, inverted commas, start, may God bless you, exclamation sign, inverted commas, close. If your structure in direct speech is subject plus reporting verb plus reported speech, Then when you will convert it into indirect speech, then the structure of the sentence will be subject plus exclaimed plus with appropriate word plus that plus reported speech. So the result will be the woman wished that God might bless him. Now let us see one more example to clarify the structure. He said, comma, inverted commas, start, hooray, exclamation sign, I won the match, full stop, inverted commas, close. So if the direct speech, it is just like the structure subject plus reporting verb plus reported speech. Then when you will convert it into indirect speech, so the structure will be subject plus exclaimed with appropriate word plus that plus reported speech. So the sentence will be, he exclaimed with joy that he had won the match. Same with other examples also. Now let us see third example. Suresh said, comma, inverted commas, start, what a fool I am, exclamation sign, inverted commas, close. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, so the sentence will be, Suresh confessed that he was a great fool. Now let us see fourth example. The servant said, comma, inverted commas, start, what a miser my master is, exclamation sign, inverted commas, close. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, so the sentence will be, the servant confessed that his master was a great miser. Now let us see more examples to clarify how to change exclamatory sentences from direct to indirect speech. So sentence is, she said to Tinku, comma, inverted commas, start, may you recover soon, exclamation sign, inverted commas, close. So if the structure of the sentence in indirect speech is subject plus reporting verb plus object plus reported speech, so then when we will convert it into indirect speech, so the structure will be subject plus exclaimed or verb plus object plus that plus reported speech. So the sentence will be, she prayed that Tinku might recover soon. Fine. So according to feeling or sense, we have to use here verb. Means reporting verb we have to use according to feeling or sense of the sentence. Let us see sixth example. The teacher said to the student, comma, inverted commas, start, bravo, exclamation sign, you secured first grade in this examination, full stop, inverted commas, close. So as you can see that the structure of the sentence is subject plus reporting verb plus object plus reported speech is there. So when we will convert it into indirect speech, so the structure will be subject plus exclaimed or verb according to sense of the sentence plus object plus that plus reported speech. So the sentence will be, the teacher applauded student saying that he had secured first grade in that examination. So as I have already explained you that if bravo is there, so what you have to do, you have to change the rule according to I have explained in the previous slides. Students, let us see the rules of converting indirect speech into direct speech. Students, basically the conversion of indirect to direct speech generally presents no special difficulties. Follow all the rules which we learned for changing the direct to indirect in reverse for changing indirect to direct speech. So let us see few rules in short. Rule number 1, use the reporting verb such as say, said to in its correct tense. Rule number 2, put a comma before the statement and the first letter of the statement in reported speech should be in capital letter. Rule number 3, insert question mark, quotation marks, exclamation mark and full stop based on the mood of the sentence. Rule number 4, remove the conjunction like, that, to, if or whether wherever it is necessary. Basically we are removing conjunctions that, to, if or whether, and instead of these conjunctions we are putting comma, inverted commas. Rule number 5 is change tenses, pronouns and words denoting time and places as necessary according to rule. So let us see few examples to clarify it. Indirect speech. She asked whether she was coming to the prom night. So the direct statement is, she said to her, comma, inverted commas, start, are you coming to the prom night, question mark, inverted commas, close. Second example, indirect speech. The girl said that she was happy with her result, full stop. So the direct speech will be, the girl said, comma, inverted commas, start, I am happy with my result, full stop, inverted commas, close. So this is the end of the chapter. Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the chapter explained by me. And your homework is revise chapter 17, that is direct and indirect speech, from the book or video, and based on the understanding of the topic, do exercises mentioned in the book P.C. Wren's Grammar as. Page number 84 and 85, exercise number 1 and 2. Page number 86 and 87, exercise number 3, 4 and 5. Students, you have to complete these exercises in your English Fair notebook. Now let us see exercise number 1. Question is, change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1, Jatin said to me, comma, inverted comma, start, I was awarded with the first prize, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 2, he said, comma, inverted comma, start, I saw her yesterday, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 3, the teacher said, comma, inverted comma, start, knowledge is power, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 4, he said to me, comma, inverted comma, start, you are wrong, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 5, you said, comma, inverted comma, start, I will do this for him, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 6, Raina said, comma, inverted comma, start, I am going to read a book this week, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 7, Ravi said, comma, inverted comma, start, I have seen the movie, full stop, inverted comma, close. Number 8, the teacher says to me, comma, inverted comma, start, if you work hard, comma, you will pass, full stop, inverted comma, close. Now let us see exercise number 2. Question is, change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1, Rohan said to me, comma, inverted comma, start, how much did you pay for this bill, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 2, the doctor said to him, comma, inverted comma, start, are you feeling better, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 3, the teacher said to me, comma, inverted comma, start, have you done your homework, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 4, he told me, comma, inverted comma, start, do you know anything about the book, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 5, my brother said, comma, inverted comma, start, has anybody called while I was out, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 6, she said to me, comma, inverted comma, start, do you know where Mrs. Malti lives, question mark, inverted comma, close. Number 7, he said to her, comma, inverted comma, start, has the train left, question mark, inverted comma, close. Now let us see exercise number 3. Question is, Change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1. The poor man said to me, comma, inverted comma start, please help me, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 2. The teacher said to the students, comma, inverted comma start, respect elders, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 3. He said to the customer, comma, inverted comma start, come in, comma, please, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 4. The policeman said to the prisoner, comma, inverted comma start, don't fight in the prison, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 5. He said to me, comma, inverted comma start, don't stay here anymore, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 6. He said to his peon, comma, inverted comma start, shut the door, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 7. The teacher said, comma, inverted comma start, obey your parents, full stop, inverted comma close. Now let us see another exercise, that is exercise number 4. Change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1. Mary said, comma, inverted comma start, how dreadful, exclamation sign, inverted comma close. Number 2. She said, comma, inverted comma start, alas, exclamation sign, I failed in the test, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 3. Mani said, comma, inverted comma start, wow, exclamation sign, what a nice pen it is, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 4. She said, comma, inverted comma start, hooray, exclamation sign, I am selected for the job, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 5. He said, comma, inverted comma start, oh no, exclamation sign, I missed the fight, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 6. They said, comma, wow, exclamation sign, what pleasant weather it is, exclamation sign, inverted comma close. Number 7. She said, comma, inverted comma start, how lovely the house is, exclamation sign, inverted comma close. Now let us see last exercise, that is exercise number 5. Question is, change the following sentences into indirect speech. Number 1. Alia said, comma, inverted comma start, I cannot go to the party tonight, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 2. She said to her daughter, comma, inverted comma start, are you coming home for dinner, question mark, inverted comma close. Number 3. He said to Prem, comma, inverted comma start, why are you shouting, question mark, inverted comma close. Number 4. She said to the waiter, comma, inverted comma start, please give me a menu, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 5. The teacher said to the students, comma, be quiet, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 6. The teacher said, comma, inverted comma start, you will have a test tomorrow, full stop, inverted comma close. Number 7. She said, comma, inverted comma start, I can speak 5 languages, full stop, inverted comma close. That's all for today. This is the end of the lecture. Students, if you like our videos, please hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.